Hello, this is the Progressive Cynic, and in this video I will be discussing the supreme incompetence that led to the United States government having a shutdown. Now, as of October 1st, 2013, the United States federal government is entering its first shutdown in many years. This entire situation was precipitated by brinksmanship due to the crazy Republicans and their obsession with defunding the healthcare plan that they used to support. In an attempt to defund Obamacare, the Republicans held the continuing resolution to keep the government funded hostage. And they learned the very important lesson that many hostage takers with itchy trigger fingers will learn. Sometimes you accidentally shoot the hostage. Now, mind you, this is not fatal. It's actually not nearly as severe as it could be. If this had happened with the debt ceiling next month, we could be looking at an unprecedented economic crisis. As is, the federal government is now shut down, and many different programs, mostly executive programs, are being either furloughed if they're considered non-essential, or if they're considered essential programs, or simply discontinued if they're considered non-essential. Now, this means that, for example, the EPA is no longer doing anything as of tomorrow. It also means that many federal employees will be working for no pay. They're on furlough, which means that they have the promise of pay, but they don't actually get any money until this situation is resolved. Now, it's just infuriating. This is brinksmanship gone wrong. The Republicans took something that no sane person would argue with, and they turned it into a massive fight. As of today, if you vote Republican, you're an idiot. I mean, this has been my opinion previously, but now it's undeniable. Doesn't matter if you're a conservative, vote for conservative candidates. But if you vote for people who are willing to take hostages and shut down the government, then you're simply stupid. Now, from here, what I see happening is very simple. The people who actually control the Republican Party are going to get angry. Mind you, these people are very wealthy, and they don't like the fact that the government is no longer functioning because that helps them make money. They're going to kick the collective asses of the Republicans back into line, and the Republicans are going to come up with some conciliatory measure that will continue the funding of the government. I'd give it probably 3 days. That's the over-under. It kind of depends on just how crazy and stupid the Tea Partiers are. I mean, if they're so dumb that they have completely given up, well, if they're too extreme, even for their own donors, then we could be looking at a very nasty situation. But this can all be averted by Boehner just forgetting the Haskell rule, which is basically it's a House rule saying that in order for something to be brought to the floor, it should be supported by a majority of the majority. This has been what has been preventing Boehner from just bringing up a continuing resolution to fund the government, i.e. the Senate resolution, and saying, yeah, everyone vote for it, and a combination of Democrats and defectors from the crazy conservative caucus could easily get it passed, and we could restart the government before there's any real damage done. Unfortunately, I don't see that happening because Boehner is terrified of losing any power that he currently has. And odds are, if he were to do something like that, he would instantaneously lose any credibility with the crazy right-wingers, or rather the more crazy right-wingers, like the people who are to the right of the craziest John Birch Society members. We're talking the Ted Cruzes of the world. And he would lose the speakership. Look, this situation is not, it was not difficult to predict, but it's depressing. This is not how a first world government operates. And we need to stop electing people to office who not only have no ability to govern, but no desire to govern. These people who just want to shut down the government are a menace and an embarrassment. We need to stop giving them control over our country. Otherwise, we're going to keep facing an endless series of such crises, and eventually they're going to do something that they cannot repair, and all of us are going to pay the price for it. Thank you. This has been The Progressive Cynic. Please follow my blog at theprogressivecynic.com and follow my YouTube channel, The Progressive Cynic.